haven't been added to the stage. Ah, gotcha. You see, you were surprised.
Yeah,
Blank
you
screen.
think that was a mistake, don't you?
Of course it was. Yes, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
They think it was a mistake.
Yeah, they do.
Ha
Welcome.
Hello, everybody.
Thursday night. It's nice to be back again. We had Thursday off last week because we'd already done the video and we didn't want to give you too much live. It's not good for your mental health.
No.
So we're really glad to be back. I hope you are all well out there, and it's great to see you already chatting in the top box there. We're going to start. Let's start with you. What have you been carrying today? I know that happens in a lot. We don't do it an awful lot though.
Yeah.
Let's see what you're carrying today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see what you're carrying.
Do you want to see what I'm
and
carrying?
Tell the truth, not what you were going to carry, what you actually carried.
Yeah. So let us know,
because I lie a lot on my Instagram.
I mean, personally, as with always, my carry with my little thing, I've got my little golfer, 84mm Swiss Army, and also the thing that I've been carrying religiously with me ever since Stephen passed it on to me is my GC 56.
Yeah, GC 56.
Isn't that a beauty? Now this is the one that Stephen personalized or
dyed himself,
and I have to say I just love the thing. But it's the feeling hand.
Yeah,
it's such a lovely slim knife, gorgeous.
It is a beautiful knife, I have to say. I think the 56 pattern is one of GEC's, for me, EDC, just perfect knives. So what have we got here? Anybody got K-Bar Dozier? Absolutely fabulous knife. Open L number 7. Do you know, I've never actually carried an open L. I don't think so. Maybe I've done earlier on my channel, but I don't know whether that I've carried an open. I used to carry it when I was bushcrafting because I used to do my cooking with it. I used to cut my steaks up or whatever. So, but I maybe will have a day where I'll just carry an open L to see what it's like.
You know, I can go one better than that.
What's that?
I don't even own an open L.
Do you not?
Never have.
I'll rectify that. I'll rectify that tonight.
Yeah, I don't own any Jack Wolfs either, or a Herman. Yeah. I don't have a Herman knife.
The Kenry Padre. Oh, tell us about that. The Yellow Rose is just a beauty, number 86, GEC. But what's the Padre? I don't know the Padre. I'm not up to. I take it that's a modern knife, which I do like, if you notice my video today.
And a GC 86.
Yeah, GC 86. Yeah.
Red Stew has got his real steel stainless in the QSP. Oh, you got the Penguin, the slip joint. I saw Matt's review on it there earlier.
I haven't seen his review. I've seen one, but I can't remember who it was done the review.
Yeah, I mean the Penguin's a great knife. I've got the frame lock version of it, and it's a cracking knife. As a slip joint, it looks really beefy. It looks like a really solid knife. It's probably the same sort of size, I would say, as the Patriarch, the Rough Rider Reserve Patriarch.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later on as well too. 0640 and a Spyderco Man Bug, and I would love that Man Bug in K390. I had a Man Bug for years, and it was in the ZDP 189. You couldn't blunt the blooming thing. It was just fantastic. Such a small wee knife. But I cut cardboard boxes. I've done a cut test with it on the channel, and it just flew through cardboard. Tiny, about an inch, and it could still pour down any box. It was fantastic. I really would like the Dragonfly in ZDP 189. Yeah. I'd rather have the K390.
Well, the K390, it's especially the Spyderco K390.
There's heat treatment on it there.
It's supposed to be.
If you ever want to see that, try Pete from Cedric and Ada. He loves the K390, and he's done some fantastic cut tests with it.
Is it the stretch he uses?
Stretch, he loves it. And I love the original stretch, but I'm actually growing more and more fond of the new one. Because he said the handle's still the same. It's just a blade shape. It was a bit of a wavy, and I like an odd shape. But this one would be my replacement for the Spyderco Para 2, which is a knife I didn't enjoy. I had one for a long time, but I found if I was doing longer term cutting with it, I found it really uncomfortable, really. And I suppose I could have sanded all the sides down myself, but then I wasn't sure if that would make any difference. And then the resale value is going to go because somebody doesn't want it. I know that's maybe not the best way to look at it.
I mean, as we find, some knives are meant for you and some knives aren't.
Hello, Matt.
Jason's got the Appalachian Drifter, and I've always been attracted to the Drifter. I must admit.
I've had one now,
yeah.
and I have to say they're beautiful. So thin behind the edge. too.
Really?
Yeah. Really, really well done. Probably the best Civivi knives is, especially their slip joint versions.
Yeah.
Just
And I've been
top
keeping
notch.
my eye open for the slip joint version
Yeah.
as a second hand.
The ZT640. For the life of me, I can't think what that's like. If it's a big overbuilt one, but the man bug just tops it.
Yeah, it just sounds awesome.
Is that Slippy coming in under another name, Sean? The Real Steel Luna and a Sack Climber, great carries.
Obviously, it's Slippy support group.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Slippy's mental health group.
Well, actually, I can't say anything. He's got a sack for crying out loud. You're welcome to my support group anytime, Sean.
I'm cutting grass, but we'll be listening. You enjoy yourself. Thankfully, I don't have to do that. The Dozier and the Otter Messer Sodbuster style.
Ooh,
lovely.
The Otter Messer got a Sodbuster style.
All German companies make this because that's where it really originated from. Yeah,
right.
It would have been. It was the farmer's knife, the working knife,
Yeah.
and then when Case started making it, they were the ones that Sodbuster. They took the name and
just
claimed the name, which wasn't really done at the time, but they did it. It's one of those things. Knife companies used to fall out for such, the silly things that are now going on in other sort of genres, but slip joints normally just make it. And the thing was back then, there wasn't this worry about who's done what. That really didn't the problem. If your knife was better, it sold more.
Yeah.
It was really straightforward compared to now. If somebody's seen a knife, and don't forget, they didn't have the choice. They maybe had one knife maker in their area, especially going back when it first started. And he made all the knives for that area. So it was only once it got up into the 19th century and then that started and people registering the names of a certain knife or a hole.
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully that's
Spider Crow. We're looking at you.
Just got a.
Oh, you got a Vic Astronaut.
Oh, very posh.
Oh, good grief. They're as rare as hen's teeth.
Very, very.
Is that the craftsman, the master craftsman, the astronaut? That'd be interesting to see.
I'm sure he'll have a video up shortly on that.
Look forward to seeing that one.
That was Randy, by the way. So Randy, get that video up.
Let's see it.
Ghost Malone's in here, folks. What were you carrying today, mate? Let's see what you were carrying. And Matt Hoff had the Buck 110. A little too big and heavy for me. I do have a Buck 55 I carry. I love the wee Buck 55. I don't know where that's gone.
I love having his Buck 55. It's terrific.
But the 110 is just too heavy for me. It's a beautiful knife, and it's a boy's own knife again.
I mean, we'll be talking about this later on, but that's one that we should think about bringing down to the woods.
Have you got one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then you can bring yours. I'm not buying another one.
Oh, no. I thought you had the 112, actually.
No, I had the 110. I had the 110
right.
and the wee 55, but the 110, just
it's
not
a
something.
Monster.
Yeah, it's not something
I would. Monster.
Because I can't open carry it. So if I was going to carry it, it would have to be in a pocket.
Yeah.
No way I'm going to shove that in a pocket.
That's very true.
Sadly. But the 155 is a super little knife. Around our Master Craftsman, yep.
Oh, Ghost Malone, that's nice. The Ask American Service knife and your
he has had that from the word go, and he just swears by it completely. It's something maybe I'll maybe try, but I've sort of found out that I've come to my end on multi-tool knives. Yeah. I've got enough that I need, but I'm not carrying them enough to spend that amount on it. I believe because his, he buys really good stuff and he swears by that knife, and he wasn't getting paid for it. This is before anybody else had really got. I think he was one of the first to get one, and it looks fantastic.
I think it's a fantastic.
The fact that you can change it all around. Yeah. Can you imagine if Sack Knives done that?
Yeah.
Made it easier with a bolt and a screw that you could just go in and change it.
Well, I can imagine that they do it, but they go swiftly out of business as 90% of their product range disappeared overnight, and all that they had was just spare tools. It's a completely. That's why they don't.
That's fair play. Yeah, and the fact that it's non-destructible, you can't take it apart unless you know what you're doing.
exactly.
People are not going to try to repin this. I certainly wouldn't be.
I mean, the ask is deliberately
It's made for that,
marketing and a different. It's going for a different part of the market.
And at that price, it's nice to just have the scales and then you adapt it to what you want. So I see the logic in it 100%. Totally. I think he maybe could have, and it's hard to say that because I think if it was just priced a wee bit more down, more people would use it. But then, look, he's done that all his life. He's give that price and he just settles with it and sticks with it, and he's made his fortune out of it. So I can't knock it. And if that's what it costs him, it costs him that.
Yeah.
But
you gotta pay for the quality, and
especially
you do, especially if it's unique in many ways as well.
And it is. I mean, there's nothing else that's come out near it.
No.
Who else is in there? As a pocket collector, I want him, but never gets any pocket. Yeah, I was the same. Jason, that's I just didn't get to use it at all, really, other than about the house when I was doing tests on it. I'd like to try a buck 112. Yeah. I fancy that 112 Sport. There's been quite a few that people in my sort of circle have been getting that 112 Sport. It looks really nice. It's got the beefiness, but it's losing the weight, and I like the fact that it's S30V on it, which is nice. So I would love to get one in hand, but I haven't met one yet.
Fantastic. And then there's a great Grey Man Satu. Where have I heard the Grey Man brand before?
Greyman, as far as I used to say, the one that I can remember was Stasa had it, and it was a titanium, quite a heavy duty.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it was spelt differently, but it was a Greyman or something. So I'm not sure what that is. I have no idea.
I must look at one about
yeah.
All right, you lot.
You've
had your say.
And it's 12 ounce. Yeah, so maybe that's the same. Knife. That sounds like the same one. Yeah. Stasi used to have one, and he swore, but as a heavy duty knife.
Yeah. Right, you lot, you've had your say. Now it's our turn. So, what are we doing? What are we talking about?
Well, have a quick chat about our day in the forest.
Do I have to remember?
I hope you enjoyed it because we were like two schoolboys out in a field trip. It was just hilarious.
One second, I'm having a post-traumatic moment. It's like the horror.
We thoroughly enjoyed it, and we're going to do more of them. That's for sure. And the next time we've sort of just gone over what knives you're going to take down for the next one. Do you want to show the two that you're going to take down?
Yeah. So, well, are you taking these two down? Or
no, you're taking them. I'm taking it. Yeah.
So Stephen's given me one of his Bushcraft knives to have a look at, and it's one. I mean, it's a brother. This is the brother F006.
Closer.
So F006. And this is in 440 steel, and it's a good
440C, yeah.
440C steel, and this is a good meaty blade with a Scandi grind, and we're going to put it through its paces just because it's a true Bushcraft knife.
Yeah. Well, the Scandi grind is for Bushcraft or wood related things. So
apparently I'm going to be working on the feather sticking again, seeing if round 2 makes any difference to the quality.
I think it's good because you've done so well the last time for a first time.
We'll keep on going.
Yes,
absolutely.
I may as well try it. I am going to take something a bit. I bought this and I was hoping to have it by the last time we went out. It didn't come to the day after, but I have the Enzo PK, and this is it. It's a folding Bushcraft knife or a folding woodworking knife. It has the most delicious thick back to it. I mean, it really is shaped like a fixed blade. It looks like a small fixed blade. I have a large hand and I can it's so meaty, you can get right round it and I can feel completely comfortable. It's just in there, but like I keep saying, just enough is enough. And you could quite happily use this all day. The handle has been just beautifully hafted. It really has. Lovely.
It really doesn't feel like a pocket knife because the handle is so substantial.
You can see the lovely shape on it. So I'm going to take that down. And while he's doing the fire, I'm going to be making some tent peg sticks. Just as a normal thing that you would do with a small Bushcraft knife.
That's what he tells me he's going to be doing. He's probably going to be out, stabbing things in the
Well, if I can get a squirrel, I'll try skinning it. But yes, this is lovely. I'm really dying to get it used. I haven't used it at all yet on wood. It's been a busy few weeks for me. And the other one I'm going to bring in terms of a slip joint, I'm going to bring it's a knife I haven't actually had a chance to play around with,
and I think it would be just as a big beefy monster of a knife. The Rough Rider Reserve Patriarch, I think would be fantastic as a kind of camp knife.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah,
you know, for all kinds of tasks, from you know, light work on wood to chopping food to God knows what else. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this.
Yeah, and it's not skinny behind the edge, but it's still got a good edge.
Yeah,
you know, the geometry's good, so it'll go through wood. You know, if you just want to knock up a wee spike to eat your meat with or whatever, it's just I think it's a lovely little camp knife. And with that handle material, the Jean micarta, it's bulletproof.
Oh, absolutely.
You
don't have to worry about dropping it or whatever.
Yeah,
you know,
I just think it's a lovely.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to trying it because I haven't bought one of them yet, and I would say by the time I try that, I know I'm going to come back home and buy one.
Well, it'll go one of either way, you know. It'll either try succeed or fail.
And that's nice too, because you don't have to.
But isn't that the beauty of what we're trying here?
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, we'd sit here every Thursday night and talk about our knives, how they feel in hand, as opposed to how good they are and what they're supposed to do.
See, that's what I must do. We do. I've just sent it back today. The pass around group in the sanitarium. They send the knife round on everything, and I forgot completely. It was a bit of a muck up getting to me, and then I couldn't get an address to send it back to the person. Anyway, it was all sorted out. I sent it today, which was late again. But it was a lovely German. What was it?
Was it the Ottermesser again?
The Ottermesser. I had to go at it. It was a lovely knife. I have to say, a lovely knife.
Nice.
But on that price bubble, Shadar would have go. But it was. No matter what I thought of it, it was still a lovely knife and worth the money. You know, because when you're saying Arthur Wright can sell knives at a much cheaper price, and I think, and because I'm British, if I can see something similar in Arthur Wright, I'm probably going to get it. Do you know what I mean? Which is a very bad way to review something with that in your head.
I know, but when you're purchasing knives, that's probably where you're
and I'm more choosy now about what I'm actually buying, because I don't want to have to buy something and in 2 weeks' time sell it on to buy something else. If it can stay there for a while, that makes it, you know, a bit better. I'm going to take Slippy's favorite knife. This is his absolute favorite. He can't wait for the Bushcraft show. This is the big fat spay blade from Ashley Harrison. I have not given any hard use. You can see I'm actually 01 tool steel doesn't patina as quickly as 1095, but you can see at the top there I used it for cutting meat, and you can see the dark. It's starting to darken and go grey, but I really want to take it out and get it into wood and see how that goes. I'll enjoy it, you know, and I'll make tent pegs with it, which is something you'll do sitting around a fire anyway if you're going out camping. Well, I did. But yeah, I mean, this is just beautiful. So
has Slippy turned up, actually? Because usually when you say my big fat spay blade 3 times, he appears as if by magic. But I don't see him out there. He will be here sooner or later, inevitably. He and Thrifty always turn up like bad pennies, so it's bound to happen.
Yeah, he will do eventually.
And before we continue, I do have a bone to pick with everybody. Where is it?
With everybody? That was very general.
With everybody. You bunch of gits. The torture you put me through trying to get this beauty off Dan, my carbon fiber yeoman. You honestly, it almost ended up halfway to the States before it even ended up my home auction. My bum. I'm never talking to you lot again.
It's a beautiful knife, by the way, in hand.
Yeah. Sorry, for anybody who didn't see that, go and watch Thrifty and Slippy's live from last week. It's hilarious. Dan, the Sackman blade bridge is in full flow once again, and honestly, you'll be exhausted after 10 minutes listening to him. But he is a font of information and an absolute riot to listen to. So definitely go and listen to that one.
So that's what we're going to do the next Bushcraft. We're going to, I think we maybe have something to eat.
Yes, Mikey, I'm looking at you.
I think we'll maybe do something to eat this time. So we'll bring a steak down and throw it on just for something to nibble with. Cut it up and put it in a wee bap or something. Half a steak and a bap.
Half a steak and a bap. Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good. So we'll do that the next time. I've got a lovely wee It's a heavy cast iron wee
Oh,
griddle
yeah,
thing.
you've
So
been
it
dying
just,
to break that thing
yeah.
out, haven't you?
So we'll throw
You're
that
not
out.
bringing the granny trolley again.
No, I'll not bring the
I'll
granny
carry it in a
trolley.
pack, like your bloody
You'll
Sherpa.
carry my pack?
I'll carry your pack like your
No,
Sherpa
you
for
won't.
crying out loud.
No, I'll have a pack the next time. I will never take a granny pack again. They're killing me getting it back out again.
It was hilarious. You thought it was funny coming into the woods.
I think I had to stop twice in the 200 yards to the car.
Yeah, I was pushing him up the hill back to the path.
Yeah, and the hill we're talking was just that much. The grass was growing the wrong way and slowed me up.
Oh, dear.
So yes, so that's that out of the way. Have you bought anything this week, or have you
no
been lusting over anything?
Lusting over plenty, but buying nothing because I'm saving myself for Sharp Show.
Yeah, I'm trying to be really good, but I haven't been. I haven't bought much. I bought a lot last week, but this week tomorrow I have a beautiful case knife coming.
What have you got? It's
a huge big case, the clasp knife, which is about 9.5 inches long when it's open.
Oh, mercy.
And it's a big beastie. And I just want it for my collection because, and it's anywhere between 61 and 65. So it's an old knife, but it's in absolutely mint condition.
What shape's the blade?
It's like I think it's a long clip.
So sort of like a Navaja kind of shape, or is it a?
Yeah, you know the way. Have you seen the clasp knife?
Yeah, I don't know what
no,
the case clasp.
It is that sort of turned in round the back, but there's a hump in the middle. It's just a beautiful big beast. I probably never use it. I just want it for the collection. You know, like I have my big.
Watch yourself.
I have my big.
Is that the big bone GC?
Yeah, no, the I have this one.
Oh, the Remington.
Which is the Remington. I'm not sure what size the Remington is. What is it? It is 6, probably 8 inches long. Let's go up there. Yeah, maybe about 8 inches, just under 8 inches. But this is class knife is about 9.5, between 9.25 and 9.5. This is a beautiful big knife, and again, it's one of the ones I want to take down camping. And maybe the next time we can take this and the clasp knife down.
Okay.
And we can give them a bash. So yeah, I just wanted. I like having these big ones that are probably not. They're too heavy to carry an everyday task.
Yeah, but that would actually be a nice one as a slip joint to put aside against something like the Buck 110.
Yeah.
You know, and see what the
in use, what they're like in use. Yeah. And again, for me, only me. I don't know what you agree with it, but the Buck 110 has one blade. Mm-hmm. But if you want, a big knife to take with you and have 2 blades, if you want that to carry that weight, I would carry it with 2 blades rather than one.
Mm-hmm.
Gives me different blades, but if one gets badly damaged,
I see what you're
covered. I mean, the Buck has got a real hollow grind. If you try to, I would be worried that if I put it into wood and give it a bit of torque, I don't know, it's probably wrong completely. Maybe it copes with it, but
it was kind of
not sure.
Well, I suppose it was built for dressing game and everything like that, as opposed to heavy duty. But it's a fairly substantial knife. But I see what you mean about having 2 blades. It's a backup without needing a backup.
Yeah. I mean, this is absolutely in mint condition and never been used, so
it's fabulous.
I may as well do it, and I love the wood on it. Absolutely love the wood.
Absolutely. There's Byron in.
I think
I've seen apparently he's as happy as a newborn flea on a cow patty.
Junji and Baja. Yes, the Baja. The Baja I have really grown to like.
The Baha'i.
The who?
The Baha'i.
The Baja. The Baja.
It's not a Baja.
It is a Baja. It's my Baja.
All right, whatever. And Baron, no, just no. The knife is going nowhere. It's mine.
Yes. This is the twisted assisted Baja, or what do you know?
Baha'i.
Baha'i. I don't speak foreign words. This is just really taking my fancy. I don't know what it is. It's not something I would have reached for, but you see now I've got it. I can understand it. It is with this forward choil here, you get the most comfortable. My last finger gets on the back here. It is just and amazed. It's like a dragonfly. You're amazed you can get all fingers. I wonder what size it is to the dragonfly. Let's just do that, shall we? Here we have a dragonfly. Oh gosh, it's even smaller than the dragonfly. Oh,
I cutting edge isn't that much smaller.
no, the cutting edge is not, and it's got a fair bend in it. Yeah,
yeah.
But the knife is smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about half an inch smaller.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's that same thing. Small knife done well. Get 4 fingers on it, feel secure, and you know you get that in your hand.
It is a fabulous wee knife, actually. And I mean, wasn't particularly attracted to this one.
No, I wasn't at all.
I have a problem with double detent knives anyway. I don't know why. It's just a prejudice. What can I tell you?
I'm the same now. I have to say that, but that one that is just.
And the other thing is, it is like a hawkbill kind of recurved, weird shaped blade, which I normally like a weird shaped blade, but that one it didn't really take my fancy. But see the practicality of it as a box opener.
Absolutely. But anything, I mean, that wee tip you can get down, cut a picture frame out, or you know.
I mean, it just fantastic as just a wee tool.
And it's in D2.
And is it really?
D2.
Fantastic.
No, it's not the cheapest knife in the world. It's £69, you know.
Well, it's cheaper than the best tech
version. But it's cheaper than the best tech version. And it's cheaper over here than it would be to buy the Dragonfly. And to be honest with you, for character, I like that more. The Dragonfly is a lovely knife, but the character of that.
Yeah, well, because it's so unusual, and it's an Ostap Hill design as well, and he does some fabulous knives.
Some way out and some fabulous knives, yeah.
I mean, well, put it this way, they're always worth a comment. He is indeed, which means that his lordship won't be far behind.
Yeah, they always get out of bed at the same time, don't they?
I know, but it's
bye, love. Gotta go, darling.
That's what you get for insulting the uniform. Oh, sorry, I'm not wearing it today.
I'm keeping my nice for the shot show. Oh, here, take that home with you and put it on a grey one for the shot show.
For the Sharp Show.
The what?
Sharp Show.
Sharp Show. Yes. We're going to the Sharp Show. Tickets.
Well, I'm going to the Sharp Show. I don't know where the hell he's going.
I'll just follow him. I'm with him. I need that point. I'm with him.
So the plan for the Sharp Show for all of our colleagues from this side of the shuck, but not quite this side of the little shuck as opposed to the big shuck, is that we'll be getting in early, and then we're going to find the nearest cafe that does a decent fry. And if anybody wants to join us,
definitely,
please join us for a cup of tea and a fry and a wee chat. Sounds like
I don't know whether there's if anybody knows if there's a nice fry house near the venue, please let us know. Especially if you come from, where are we going? Coventry, isn't it?
Yep, it is indeed.
Well, if you're allowed to speak, because
nuts to you, Thrifty. It arrived.
If anybody from Coventry knows the whereabouts of the show, wherever it is, and if there's a nice fry shop nearby, let us know, because then we'll put the name and we can all meet there. Whoever's going to be there early, come and meet us.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine the management's look when all these knife nuts turn up? You know, Sharp Show T-shirts on parade. You know, everybody at the table cutting up their fry with their favorite GEC. The amount of panic will be tangible.
Just see the sirens going just as you're walking out.
There'll be some pocket checks on the way out of that place, that's for sure.
But yeah, it'd be lovely to meet up with as many people as you can. And at lunchtime, I'm sure there's something there where you can go and sit and have lunch. But just come round and say hello to, especially us, because we don't get a chance to see an awful lot of people in the knife community. And we'll just talk to any of you.
Yeah, and I mean, Stephen will be signing photographs, and I'll be charging £5 a pop if anybody is willing to pay that.
Yeah, but the naked ones will go for more. Definitely the naked farming ones.
Oh man! Oh dear.
But it'll be a great idea. Whether we meet in the morning or we meet at lunchtime, good Irishmen, we like to have a big fry in the morning. So
just to start, even if it is a full English, it's not the real thing. But
it'll do. I'd made do for years when I was in the Navy. I kept forgetting that. I was thinking of a nice big Ulster fry, and I'm not going to get one.
Well, we're bringing our own potato bread
and pancakes.
Well, they do pancakes. They do have pancakes.
Soda bread.
And soda bread, no. Nobody knows how to do soda bread.
They do. Ormo used to sell them over there. I remember in
It's not the
Plymouth
same.
I
It's
could
like
get
Guinness. It doesn't travel.
I could get potato bread, soda bread, and all, and pancakes in the Ormo bakery that they had in Plymouth.
Oh, really?
So I used to have my Ulster fry
You lucky devil.
once a week.
Years in England, and my mum had to send me Red Cross.
The
parcels.
Co-op used to sell them in England. That's where it was. The Co-op.
If anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, tough. We'll educate you in the ways of the potato bread and the soda bread, and the ability to enhance your morning fry with more carbohydrates than a bear could have possibly eaten its entire lifetime.
Yeah, I think I showed a picture one week of or when I was doing a show or something, I put the picture up of the Ulster fry on a plate. And it's just, there's something just gets you excited. Talk about your fizz on a knife. That's what I feel like when I get an Ulster fry.
Absolutely. Now, okay, so what's next?
What's next?
We've got a load of people doing. I don't even think they're paying any attention to us, So we'll just keep on talking.
Yeah. Any questions from you about what's happening? Anybody going to the Sharp show? Yeah.
Yeah. Well done.
Good. Sharp show. Anybody going there? Put it up so we can get an idea of who we're looking for.
I think Mikey's going. Mikey, are we still getting? Are you still offering a lift if we're stuck up in the airport? If you are, we'll definitely have to get that set up because it would be really handy.
Yeah, it'd be lovely because I get lost very easily. I'm like a goldfish. Once around the block, it's gone.
Oh dear. Thrifty. Thrifty. You're just jealous because you're not getting to go.
What did he put up?
I'll show you.
Yeah, they won't let you do the show without a. What do you think I'm going for?
Are you kidding me? I'm there as his carer. I'm caring a community for him.
I can't tell you how excited we are. Both of us, I know we are just
absolutely
bouncing for it.
But no, it'll be a good month. I'm away next week because I won't be on.
Yeah.
Stephen's welcome to do a live on his own, but I'm not around next week.
Yeah. Thanks.
And sorry about that. I'm not actually, but I'm deserting him for the sunny climate.
You could go live in Spain.
In Spain, I could join you from over there.
Yeah.
But I've got better things to do. So I will be perusing the knife shops in my old hometown of Girona in Catalonia. So it'll be seeing if there's anything that I can get posted home more than anything else. So it'll be. I'm looking forward.
Should be easy. We're in Europe, you see. So
I'm also seeing some friends.
Yeah, we're still
mostly going to see what knives are floating around. Okay.
Shall I tell you again? We're in the European as far as post goes, so it'll be easy to post from Spain. It doesn't have to come through customs.
Oh, man, that's right.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, happy days. Sometimes it's good to be Northern Irish. Yeah.
Ghost Malone, yes, it's a UK. It's our version of the big American shows in a much smaller scale. We've never been to one before, and we're so looking forward to it. And a lot of the knife dealers, like Mike's Knives, who's the GEC, the sole GEC seller in the UK, he'll be there. And I've talked to him so many times that it'll be just lovely to put a face to him because he's a really nice fella. I'm not sure. I must ring Frank from Fraymar Knives to see if they're going up. I'll give Frank a call tomorrow. I'm not sure whether he'll go.
There'll be a Heine table. There'll be Moonraker knives, and
I know Mike's not doing a table this year.
Yeah,
but
he's just going to meet people. I think as much as.
Is there a list up that we can sort of check?
I'm sure there would be on the website if we could ever be bothered.
I have never got there.
Yeah, so Baron raises an interesting point. What is my allowance for knives at the Sharp Show?
You see, now this is where it has to come in. We are not allowed to speak about prices and what we spend. What stays at the show? Well, no, not what stays at the show. What happens at the show stays in the show, and we are bound by manly rights.
Confidentiality.
It's not that we're scared of our wives. We're not. We're men.
Yeah,
we're men.
No, I'm scared of my wife.
So I'm scared of his wife and my wife.
That is the way of wisdom. This is the way.
So we're not going to mention. We have saved a couple of pounds if we see something really, really good.
That's it exactly, Stephen. It's not about what we spend. It's about what we save.
The sale, yes,
it's
and
the
quality. If there's a sale on, we'll go straight to the sale.
Well,
Why wouldn't you?
It's all about. I mean, I needed to buy it there, because if I don't buy it there,
Well,
then
10% off 1,000 is 900.
another knife.
And if we add two 10% together, we can share one.
Absolutely.
There you go. That's it sorted.
I don't share knives.
So, so yeah, we don't know. We've never been, so we don't know. I mean, Heine and things like that, Heine Haynes are going to be there. That's not where I'm going. I'm going to be going to
The
small
dealers, yeah.
Yeah, because I think there's a lot of them there. And usually when somebody's a small, once you say a small custom knife maker, you double what you normally had planned.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would like to come away with one nice knife, and that's it. I'd be happy.
It's something unusual, and that'll be like a memento and a memory of the place and the event itself.
It will genuinely be, for me, it'll be one really nice knife, and that, you know.
But there's, and I was reading on Facebook that there's something like 60 contributors. So
that's,
I mean,
that's
it's nothing compared to the American ones, but this is a baby time for us. So it's so it'll be one of those.
Stan, you'd be more than welcome.
Absolutely.
You can share a fry with us, because we're like the foreign cousins, if you like. We have to fly in the morning and fly back out again that evening. So we'd be much like you, except our flight will be a lot shorter. I think it's about 45 minutes.
Yeah, something like that. But it'll actually take us longer to get from the airport to the 30 miles or the 20 miles to the venue than it does to get from Belfast to Coventry or to Birmingham.
But we can we can cover the cost of that man's petrol and a nice fry and something to eat if he picked us up, wouldn't it?
Yes, Mikey, it definitely would. But any other willing taxi drivers, we will be quite happy to cover your costs. Thrifty, I think that's why I'm bringing two forms of ID, is so that I can actually prove that I am the correct age to buy a knife. All right. Not that they ever believe me. Maybe I won't shave. That's the only.
Scratches the side of my face.
All right, fair enough.
That's when we're doing the Italian hello.
Remember, if you drool on the knife, you buy the knife.
Oh, the knives I have drooled on. I wish I could afford it. There's Ali. You're welcome. How you doing, fella?
Ali, it's in Coventry. I think you were asking what city it's in. It's in Coventry in England. Baron, Baron, we are definitely kindred spirits here. Yes, the wife's logic on what she saved me today. Hopefully, I mean, it's quid pro quo, really. I mean, what go?
I don't know what that means, but yeah,
if it's good enough for her, it's good enough for us.
Exactly, that'll do. Yeah. We're just sneaky.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, my wife's very good. I says, she says, how much do you want to go? And I says, well, I don't really know, because I don't know what I'm going to buy. I mean, I'm lucky. I really am lucky. And she said, well, just take it out of the account, whatever it is. It's whatever it is. A stupid thing to say to a nice person. I mean, you'd think she would learn after 25 years, but it's longer than that. It's about 27 years. You'd think she would learn not to say that.
We've been together less than 2 years now. I don't
So I'm so lucky. My wife just says, you can buy yourself something nice while you're there. And that's, I think that's really nice. Now, I've started saving sneaky money too, because I can't stop myself. I'm a man. So that might be the second knife.
He's got the communal fund, but he's also got his sneaky fund.
Well, I can add it to the communal funds to buy a special knife.
Oh, there's the special knife.
Yes.
Fund. Special.
You have
cunning plans upon cunning plans.
Special knife.
I hope to God that there's a special knife out there. I really do.
Well, there's going to be knife makers that I've never heard of.
Yeah, and I'm really hoping that there's a good representation from Sheffield.
Yeah,
from some of the little mess.
There's not that many. There's
no, but I mean,
I would love to meet. Yeah, hopefully they'll come to it.
I'm kind of hoping that Ashley and Michael
Steve Cocker, I would love to meet. As for one, do you know what I mean?
You would like to think that it would be one of the venues that they.
And by the way, you see, if you're in the UK and you like multi-blades, Stephen Cocker, if you go to his channel, he's been making some amazing multi-blades.
Have you seen Ashley's though?
Ashley has just, that 5-bladed knife is good.
The one he's put up for the special show that they're doing at the Sheffield shop or whatever it is.
Right.
A demonstration knife.
Just fantastic.
Unbelievable.
I mean, he just seems to be able to turn his hand at the next thing And already he might take 1 or 2 attempts at it, but it's never normally more than that.
No.
And he seems to have it off pat. But
Even his failures are good.
Yeah, I have some of his ones. But I mean, the other thing is with Stephen Cocker, they're about the same level of talent, him and Ashley.
But it's nice to see a different slant on it.
It is. And I think his multi-bladed ones are proper, like Ashley's is old school as well, but there just seem to be that high finesse to them that looks lovely.
I know.
And I hope he's there and maybe has some knives to see.
I think with Ashley's, you can definitely see that there's a more modern sensibility. They're traditional knives,
yes,
slip joints, but Stevens seem to be more almost homages or replicas or building on the old models.
Yeah,
and it's especially because he focuses on the multi blades rather than the single blades. You could look at a Sheffield knife from 50 years ago and see it.
Yeah.
Cocker's
and
doing.
That's the good thing about the message. They're trying to keep that tradition alive, and I just hope they succeed so
work,
much.
Though, the quality.
Yeah, I actually must get another Stephen Cocker. I'll show you one of Stephen Cocker made. There it is. This is a Stephen Cocker. It is Stephen Cocker.
It is,
I got the right name. Yeah. This is one of his Barlows. It really needs a bit of oil in. And if you've been with me a while, you'll see that. Is that not the most beautiful jigging? It is stunning. Now, here's the kicker with this one. It's a beautiful bolster as well. You have a big rat's tail here and then a line at the top. The thing about this knife is this is a wooden handle.
But it looks like jig bone.
It looks like jig bone. It has been, and he does the jigging himself. Each individual divot is done by him. I think that is ultra clever because the weight is cut down because it's in bone, but you have that substantial. Feel that in hand.
It's a lovely,
isn't it? It's really nice.
It's actually a tiny little clip.
It is. It's a small Barlow.
It's very, very cool.
I would count that nearly as a secondary knife.
You see, I almost thought, looking at that, it wasn't even bone. I was thinking it was metal.
Uh-huh.
Like all the jig titanium that's coming out of the minute.
It's just beautiful.
There's that wooden warmth to it. It's lovely,
and it feels like a jig knife of any, but just lighter.
Yeah,
I just think it's lovely. So that's a sort of. I'm going to be looking for. I'd love to see another maker that I've never heard of. That his knives look good. That I'll want to buy one for the channel to see what it's like. The channel being me. That's my middle name, Stephen Channel Anderson. So I'd like to buy one from a new maker and then show it to the people on my channel and a maker they've never heard of before.
Absolutely.
So there you go.
Well, is
he still giving you nonsense?
Look at the grief I'm getting. Age restriction and in accordance with UK law, a firm challenge 25 policy will be enforced. If we think 50, you know what, kid, that is the nicest thing anybody said. And I had a really bad day today, and that cheers. Cheers. I'm tearing up here. Thanks, bud.
Oh dear, you've read that wrong. There's something.
Maybe I'm reading between the lines. Maybe,
yeah.
Obviously, he's. I never thought he was as nice as
I
that.
thought he said it was a height restriction of 25 inches.
Well, that way I'm screwed. Okay, guys. So believe it or not, we are 3/4 of an hour into this nonsense so far. So
come on, let's hear from you. We want to hear a wee bit more from you. Yeah, I mean. I love the fact that you all talk in the chat, but give us a question. Give us something that you would like to see at our sharp show. Give us some things that we're going to do a little bit of video on, but I don't think we're going to get so much done because we're going to be meeting a lot of people and having to stop and say hello. And that to me is nearly more important than. Yeah. But we'll take a couple of little small videos of maybe a maker. If we're seeing a knife that we're going to buy, the other's going to buy, the other one can take a video of the process, keeping the price well out of the way of the video.
Yes. So it's a need to know basis, and they do not need to know.
Yeah, but I mean, so we'll try and do as many videos as we can. But this man's gone mad over here. There we go.
I'm in control.
You're in control. You have the wheel.
Yes. So Thrifty's thrown up the address of the Sharp Show.
Thanks.
It tickles me pink that the Texan is the one that provides the relevant information.
I had no idea where it was.
No, he literally is just following me.
Yeah, he just says, "Give me the money. I'll do the tickets. I'll do the flights." And I just give him the money.
I've got a set of reins that you know you have when you're for your kids.
A nose ring. Yeah, it'll go with my black leather somewhere.
Oh dear, get the gimp. Yes, that's it. I don't think you two will have a. Here we go, Mikey. I don't think we'll have to buy anything with a paparazzi. Oh,
do you know what I'm going to find really, really strange? Is somebody walking up and saying, "Hello, Paddy,"
yeah.
and I don't know them and they don't. That's going to be the most weird experience.
Yeah,
I just don't know how to react to that.
Yeah,
I've had one person do it to me. You know, the wee man from up the country.
Yeah,
he came down to my caravan. "Are you Paddy?" It absolutely blew me away. Somebody had drove all the way down to my caravan. That they didn't even know which caravan I was in. They were just going on the pictures I'd seen. And he came down, and it was
that's kind of
normally you would say that, but him and his wife are lovely, lovely people, and it just made my day. And every time he rings up and says he's going to come down, because he comes down the odd time to buy a knife and got some for sale. Yeah, he's just a lovely man.
They're really lovely, but Randy's really lovely, and we all know that he keeps people in his basement.
Yeah, they're out buildings on the farm.
Oh. That's a red flag right there.
There's Aunt Randy. Oh.
No, it's always possible. Famous or infamous, notorious. I think Mikey would probably be.
Scallywags was what I would be used over here.
I mean, at least people will recognize Stephen. I mean, people, but it's the people.
I'm going to recognize you too, boy.
They won't be able to see me. It'll be they'll be walking up to you and saying, "Where's wee Judd? You've just stood on him."
Ding ding. Yeah. With the watches. He'll be in the watch pocket.
Yeah. Oh dear. He's there measuring knives. He's the one that's smaller than most of the pocket knives.
Great for getting your hand around the bottom of counters, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Full stealth on.
Can you tell we're excited, though? I mean, I suppose it has to be just the same as going to the big shot show in America. Your first time is the one, you're always going to remember, except my first time with that other thing wasn't good. That women and men thing, mine was terrible. It's just terrible. Sorry. Right.
All right, we crossed the line there, folks. It's behind you if you're wondering.
Yeah, that's what I said to the fella. Why are you getting behind
me? Okay, moving
right, yes, go ahead. Matt and I are going to attempt to stream live.
So Thrifty's actually going to be there virtually. Matt's going to be
there. Yeah, but they're going to want us on, are they?
He's going to give them a choice.
Yeah.
Watch out for the photo bomb right there. Matt's going to be doing his whole serious thing. Thrifty's going to be over on the other side, and we're going to be doing I don't know, the sand dance.
Yes, I can do that. The Jolly Roger, I'll do.
But honestly, Thrifty, that would be amazing if we could do even a wee link up for a couple of minutes. But I think it would be fantastic if you could stream live from the event. Even do a wee short one for that.
We could do one as well, couldn't we? A wee short one.
No, we record and do it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, and then we could just do a record. Yeah. Of sort of us.
Oh yeah.
Or with our backs. This is what the shot show's like. We're here.
Sharp show, Paddy.
Sharp. Yeah, I just can't get it. It's like that Magna Cup. I got the name wrong today. What's the other one?
Maximum.
Yeah. Magna Cup was the name I couldn't get. No, I had my Maximum out today, and I said I don't need to get the other, and I couldn't think what the Magna Cup was.
So you're just exchanging them. You can't hold both of them at the same time.
No, I just cannot do it.
Of course, you do realize that Thrifty's going to take that one away and go. I had my Magna cut out today.
Yeah,
that's the quote. That's the quote, Thrifty. Yeah. And he's also asking, are you going to carry a fifth pocket knife to the show or just put John in there?
Stop picking at my friend, pal, or I'm going to smack Slippy.
Yeah, if they're there virtually, he'll have to take your punishment.
Yeah,
exactly.
You keep getting cheeky, he's getting a slapping.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand behind his kneecaps and he's gonna push.
I'm gonna knock him down and he's gonna get on and slobber all over him.
No, I'll have drilled all over the knives. I won't be having anything left.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know why you boys watch our nonsense. I have no idea why people watch this, but I have fun.
Honestly,
This brightens my day up.
And God knows we needed our day brightened. There we go.
I'm definitely slapping Slippy. Oh, poor Slippy.
It'll be like that scene in Airplane where they're queuing up.
Yeah.
Who's next? Who's next? Oh dear me! Oh, that is absolutely fantastic.
I wish you could all be there. I really do. It would
that
just
would be
amazing.
fantastic. And there you go, Michael. I'm going to see my friend in Spain, and that's actually his nickname for me. Is in Spanish it's el pequeño travoltín de bolsillo, which means it's a little pocket John Travolta. It's because I used to dance in my younger days, but that's what he calls me. Little pocket Judd in Spanish. It sounds an awful lot better in Spanish than it does in English, but there you go. But by all means, instead of wee Judd, pocket Judd, that works for me too.
Do you know, he's not that small. He's 6'5". He just folds up easy.
The ultimate folder.
Yeah, he's a slip joint all the way through.
So here we go.
See him reading the Nero playing the fiddle.
Yeah, that's it. What are you going to do since you can't take all your knives with you?
Well,
yet another cunning plan.
We're going to send a couple of nice knives over to England, and because we can't take them on the plane, they'll confiscate them, and we're not. You can take them on if you've got a large suitcase and you're putting it through the hold, but we're only bringing a wee pack with us each. So we're going to send the knives to Slippy, and he's going to bring them down to the show, and then we'll have to give them back to him and get him to post them over back to us again. Crazy, but
there'll be a few more knives in that box.
Returning back with them.
Going back.
Oh, if we get stopped on the way back, it'll be jail time.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to buy a Bowie. So that's what we have to do. That's the only way to do it. So I want to bring a couple with me, and I want to bring sort of some of a Jack Wolf. I want to bring a Jack Wolf knife and probably an Ashley or something with me, so that people can see some of the knives that I really like in hand.
Yeah, get a few of them in hand. Absolutely. TK.
Are you sending some over?
I can do if I want. If we get them all together. So yeah,
I suppose we could just get a package, and we'll send it. Signed for next day. You know, the expensive one.
And it means that Matt can go use them for a few reviews or whatever.
Yeah, he could. Well, maybe send them over early.
Yeah, definitely.
Your batteries run out if you.
I don't worry about that. That's just I don't need that anymore. So that's no problem.
There we go. Okay, bye all.
Yeah, just yeah.
You'll never see Slippy again. Mikey, there's a sinister side to you I didn't know was there.
Yeah, but I can't say that he's wrong. Especially with TK making comments like that. Might get incorrectly posted to the USA. No. Back in your box, TK. Back in your box.
You forget half of America is from Ireland. We have contacts.
And we know that you live in Dallas and Texas.
Yeah. It's only a small place. Can't be that big, can it?
I mean,
a couple of thousand? Yeah.
Texas?
It's a bit bigger than Belfast.
My goddaughter probably lives next door to her.
Yeah, we'll get him.
And you don't want to mess with my goddaughter. Molly would take you easily. Anyway, so, boys, I think we're coming swiftly into the last 5 minutes of this. Apart from anything else, I'm exhausted from laughing so much.
Yes.
So, as you might have gathered, we are looking forward to the sharp show.
Sharp show. Really looking forward to it. And then we'll go to the other.
We've also got whenever we can get out into the woods again.
Yes, we've got a cold steel in it, cookery.
K-bar, baby.
K-bar. Look at that beauty. I'm going to get the pleasure of sharpening that tomorrow. And we're going to take that down with us to play with. That's a throwing knife here in Ireland. And if you miss, it's a boomerang. It comes back.
Awesome.
Just
I
lovely.
love this thing. I never get a
real weighty knife, a K-bar. I haven't had any of the cookeries, but that K-bar cookery is really
it's fantastic.
It's lovely. A nice, good, solid sheath too.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I like that now.
I got that imported from the States just before they closed everything down. I think it was the end of the 90s or something like that. So or the 10s, the noughties maybe.
The
it was,
noughties.
yeah, just before all of the restrictions came in. But Irish Texans are pretty rare.
We'll find them. Don't worry.
It's okay. I know where at least 3 of them live, or 4 of them live. So,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Where is it? I think it's Houston, though, and Fort Worth. Houston and Fort Worth.
Yeah, we sent a bazooka over one year, didn't we? Yeah.
What, the chewing gum?
No.
The bubble gum? I was about all. Anywho,
No.
I think we'll start to wrap it up, lads. So, do you have any other questions for us, or any requests in terms of what you'd like us to talk about over the next for our next one?
Sean, we're going to have our little badges. We're going to have a shirt with our little badges on them. So if you see that, it's either Judd or Paddy. Paddy's the fat knacker, and Judd is the slim, handsome one. It's dead easy.
Yeah, I bring sex appeal to the show, apparently.
Yeah, he's the face of our what do you call them? Face
the A-team.
The A-team. He's the face of our team.
Oh, it's a very low bar, and we're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and I'm all right as I don't have to run after you. No.
Right, Thrifty, watch out. Mikey's going to take care of it, or is going to take up the contract on you, so you're in trouble now.
Ah, so I give you the word, Mikey. I'll give you 50p if you decapitate him. Right. I'm going. Thank you so much for listening to our drivel tonight.
It really was.
It was lovely.
It was just great fun,
it was just wind down.
And
totally. You needed a wind down.
I definitely did. So I appreciate that immensely, guys. Thank you very much.
I was talking about that. Yeah, by the way, on Monday night coming, I'm going to be on Matisfaction's Mental Health Monday. Don't know why he picked on me, but it's worth a listen if you're going through little problems, you want to hear if somebody else has maybe gone through them. It's maybe worth a listen. You maybe get something from it. Well, I hope you do. And I know it's not about knives, but I don't care. None of this is about knives, mostly with us. It's just about friends. And
there you go.
Friends on friends. It's nice to find somebody who might have something that you can equate to, and you can get a wee bit of help just to have a chat. Like me and my mate here.
Absolutely. This is therapy for us.
So much so.
It's very effective too. Funny you could get it on the National Health.
Oh, I'm telling you. Yeah, it really would be. This room is the room of fun. I am sweating. I wonder why the blimmin' windows closed. I know. There we go. And it's warm here tonight.
You're hot stuff at the best of times.
Oh, Jesus. And that we will close.
Bye.
Bye now. Take care. Thank you so much for coming along. Bye.